welcome to another episode of Would You Rather Property Series Episode 2. So once again, we have Rickson today. Once more, let's go.
Hi guys, my name is Rickson. I'm from ERA and I have been in the industry for 4 to 5 years already. Yeah, so a pleasure being here again to share with you guys.
Nice. So today, we'll be discussing about second part of property series, which is Resale HDB versus Resale Condo. Okay, let's go straight to it. Brother, what's a condominium?
Okay, so condominium. Okay, there's two types. Okay, so there is a apartment. There's also condominium. Okay, so what's the difference? It's actually the land size lah. So for condominiums, right, the minimum requirement land size is about 4,000 square meters, which is about 43,000 square feet of land. Yeah, then it will be considered as a condominium.
Right.
So those sometimes you can see at those landed properties, suddenly there's one like 5 stories apartments. Yeah, all those are called apartments lah. We call it boutique apartments lah.
Right.
Yeah, so they are also like a condominium. Yeah, but they are not termed as condominium. They're termed as apartments lah. So just some knowledge.
Still private, right?
So
Yeah,
anything less
private.
than 43k is apartment.
Correct.
Got it.
That's the theory part lah. Yeah.
Okay. So resale HDB and resale condo. The payment method, is it the same?
The payment method will be different lah.
In what sense?
Okay, so if you're using bank loan, it will be the same. Okay, so let's make everything simple. Let's talk about resale HDB if you use HDB loan. Okay, so HDB, if you want to purchase a HDB, your cash component must be 5k. Okay?
5k.
Yeah, 5k more or less lah.
Upfront 5k lah.
Upfront 5k. It can be lesser, so it can be 2k, it can be 1k. It's all negotiable.
The 5k, 2k number come from?
Okay, so usually option, right, they put maximum option money is 1,000. Okay?
For resale HDB.
For resale HDB.
Okay.
Then if you want to exercise the contract, the maximum will be 4k. Okay, so it can be option $500, the exercise 500.
Oh, who decides on that though?
You usually by the agents or maybe the buyer themselves, because maybe they have a lot of CPF amount. Maybe the CPF, let's say, got 400k, so they want to fully maximize the loan and they want to fully maximize their CPF. So the cash component, they want to make it as little as possible lah. So it really depends on situation lah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so that's for HDB. Whereas for condo, right, it will be in terms of percentage already.
Right.
Yeah, so the mandatory cash component, right, for private properties, right, will be 5% cash
Of the property.
of the property.
Value.
Yeah, then 20% will be CPF/cash.
Right.
Yeah, then the remaining 75% will be bank loan.
Right.
So there's a few changes, especially for HDB. Just the recent cooling measure. By right, if you want to get HDB loan, you can loan up to 90%. So right now they reduced to 85%.
Oh, so resale now is 15%.
Yeah, 15. Resale HDB is 15%. This 15% it can be CPF also.
Oh.
Yeah, so it actually doesn't really affect much lah. Because at the end of the day, right, people, let's say 5k cash first, option exercise 5k, right? Then usually their CPF component, right, after they wipe out everything, maybe they're just loaning about 70 something percent of the HDB loan. Yeah, so that doesn't really affect that much lah.
Right. Previously HDB resale was 25, the payment. Is it not?
No.
It's not.
It's not. Okay, it depends. If you okay, let's look at HDB resale now. If you're using HDB loan and you're using bank loan. Okay. So if you're using HDB loan, you'll be just now what I said, 5k cash.
Up to
up to 5k cash. Then the remaining can be CPF, then the HDB loan. Okay. If you're using bank loan, yeah, it'll be the same as private already. 5% must be cash. Yeah, then the 20% can be CPF or cash. Yeah, then the 75% will be bank loan lah.
I see.
So very dependent on how much cash flow the person has and also the HDB, rather the CPF also.
Correct.
I see. Then in terms for your thought process, like let's say today I'm a new couple. For no time wait for video, because just now the previous episode you mentioned the whole timeline actually 6-7 years to wait through the whole thing. Actually, any experience on your end? What's the thought process like for new couple for resale HDB and resale condo? Because it's quite fast.
Correct,
That's
correct.
immediately.
Correct. So usually the timeline is about, let's say, 3.5 months to 4 months lah, for both resale HDB and
So
resale
3 to 4
condo.
months can stay inside already.
Yeah, can stay inside already.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
so
fast.
okay, we go through the timeline processes. For HDB, is you get option, 3 weeks later you exercise. So about 3 weeks later you do the resale application. Then probably about 10 weeks later will be the completion.
3, 3, 10. So that's
Yeah.
like 16 weeks.
About
So
4 months. 4 months.
like he got abacus.
So 16 weeks is when completion, as in they can move in.
Yes,
That means
you can move
take key
in.
lah.
Take key and move in already.
You can do whatever you want. You want
Is
to renovate
that
or
fixed or can, like you said, agreement basis, like can delay?
You can delay, no problem can delay. You just have a mutual agreement between sellers and buyer. Then right into CPF. If you want to make it earlier, it will be a bit tough because HDB they have to set their appointments. So if you want to delay the appointment to set it to a later date, 1 month later, no problem. But if you want to make it 1 month earlier, probably a bit tough lah.
Right.
Yeah.
So 16 weeks is the average.
Yeah, I would say it's the average.
for both resale HDB and condo.
No, for HDB.
That's for resale HDB. So for condo, right, is today you get an option. 2 weeks later you exercise. Then around 10 to 12 weeks later will be completion. It's about 14 weeks. 12,
so that's
12 to
faster.
14 weeks. Yeah, but all these things, right, for private, right, for private resale, it's negotiable. Usually it's like I say, today option, 2 weeks later you exercise, right? These 2 weeks, right, you can negotiate. I can say today I option, 6 months later I exercise. Then completion, I say 2 years later completion. It's all negotiable.
What's the the flip side to this negotiation? Because if what buy 2 weeks option, then decide mah. If you need to 6 months, actually is it a good thing or bad thing?
I would say that it's a bad thing for the sellers lah.
Because they're not too sure if the person want to
Yeah, correct. Because you have to wait 6 months. Right? Later you wait 6 months, you say, oh, I don't want to buy already.
Right.
So there's a lot of opportunity cost lah.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So let's say if this 6 months then while waiting, right, what if the price really suddenly increase 20%?
Right.
Yeah, then the seller cannot do anything also because the option already out already. So have to just
So got to be agreeable at the start.
yeah, correct. You have to be agreeable. Everything will be written in the contract.
Right. So for resale, it's quite free play where they can just discuss.
Yeah, especially private lah. Private properties you can negotiate anything.
So actually both quite similar in terms of time. Let's say negotiations are actually both in the shortest period. Plus minus around 13 to 16 weeks.
Right.
16 weeks.
Right.
Or quite fast compared to video.
So new couples, singles, foreigners, all can purchase all these. Right?
Yeah, can. Okay. For HDB, if you want to purchase, you must have at least Singaporean, at least one Singaporean.
For
Yeah. Whereas for
private?
for private, foreigners can buy. You are subjected to the additional buyer stamp duty,
How much?
If I think it's
The new one, there's a new one.
30%.
For foreigners, 30%.
Yeah, 30% plus they have to pay buyer stamp duty. So let's say it's about 33, 34%.
For private.
Yeah.
That's
So resale HDB, foreigners can buy also lah.
They must at least have a
One
Singaporean.
Singaporean,
Yeah.
I see.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. So now to the numbers. The price of resale HDB and resale condo confirm is worlds apart.
Yes.
But let's say, because if long stay, then it's quite simple. I stay for long. I want to invest on yield in percentage. How do I do?
Okay. Yield, right? For us, we think about rental yield. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So for rental yield, right, no matter what, HDB, the rental yield will beat private property.
HDB rent, now we talk about rental. So rental yield HDB can beat private.
Yeah, can beat private rental yield lah.
Oh.
So private properties rental yield is about 2 to 3%
Okay.
per year lah.
Okay.
Yeah. So for HDB is about 7 plus 8%.
In percentage, it's bigger, of course.
Yeah, because the quantum lower mah.
What the process?
As in the HDB, the quantum, let's say 700k, you can get maybe
A bigger size.
a bigger size one.
Ah.
Yeah, so your 400k, your 700k will let's say generate you this amount. Let's say 5k lah. Let's say. Yeah. Whereas for private, right, if you want to get around the same size, probably 700k probably is about 1.4. 1.4 maybe you rent out 5k or so. So you can see there's a 700k give you 5k, and this one is 1.4 it gives you 5k. And so if you look at rental yield, right, HDB no matter what will be better. Because the quantum is lower lah.
Because I think a lot of people look at the absolute value.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah, condo, the absolute rental is seems higher.
Yeah, so rental you can fetch higher.
But if you want to compare
The property you,
the property
buy
yield,
and sell, you know?
okay, property yield it will be a bit tricky because no matter what we cannot time the market. Yeah, so but we can advise based on the past data over the years where the property moved towards to. Yeah, I would say private property still wins resale HDB in terms of quantum gain. Yeah, I have a client. He bought it's a landed property so he bought it at it's still private property Okay, so just some information So he bought a property at 3.8 million 2020 November. Then in the end we sold it 1 year later, 2021 December. We sold it at 4.5. Yeah, so it's like in a one year mark it increased 700k So after he paid tax, right, he still got 6-figure change.
So that's for private
Yeah, within 1 year.
The gain is much.
Yeah, so
be it condo or landed.
Yeah, it depends if you buy the unit, the quantum is bigger, I think, and the size is bigger. Usually they increase the price increase they follow by the per square foot.
Correct.
Yeah, so you have a 600 square feet unit and a 1000 square feet unit.
Of course,
Yeah, so if the 600 square feet, in general, let's say it increases by $10 per square feet. Yeah, so this one you got about 6k more, right? Yeah, so this one you get about 10k more because it's about the size. That's why during the first episode I got say buy as big as you can, buy as young as you can, buy as upper class as you can. Yeah. Then for HDB in general, it's being controlled by the government because HDB is meant to be affordable If not, next time I think our kids cannot have house already. Need to depend on us already.
Is there like invisible ceiling for HDB? Because we have like Pinnacle Duxton, like 1 point something million. The HDB. So will HDB eventually reach there?
I think HDB they are already trying their best to do what they can already. Which the ceiling which they can implement, which is the valuation. So for example, the Pinnacle at Duxton, they sold at let's say 1.3 or 1.4 million. Probably the valuation maybe is at 1.1. Probably just for an example. So this ceiling being controlled, is probably the valuation by HDB.
Right.
So HDB they will get a valuer to conduct the valuation. Yeah, so how they conduct the valuation, this one is up to them
So
already.
if the buyer is willing to pay more than the valuation, then it's
They top up
individual
cash.
choice already.
Yeah, they top up cash already.
Also, anything more than valuation must buy cash.
Must.
No longer the whole CPF.
Cannot use. That's why it's called cash over valuation. Cash over valuation. Yeah.
You know, I understand. I mean, since we're on the investment side, for resale condominium, I think a lot of people always have the dilemma is, should I buy a freehold or a leasehold one? So what are your thoughts?
Oh yeah.
I think that's a very good question. I think there's a lot of people will feel that freehold is better. Okay, no matter what freehold, we will know that it's for long.
But resale HDB also for freehold leasehold?
No.
Stupid question. Sorry, stupid question.
I think you have will be quite good.
Freehold HDB, wow, bro.
Sorry, stupid question.
Okay, so just some info. Freehold, right? There are 2 types of freehold. Okay, one is called freehold. It's called estate in fee simple. Okay, this is called absolute freehold. Okay, that means government cannot do anything.
Die also cannot.
Absolute freehold already. Okay, so the other one is freehold terms and conditions, which is pretty common now Yeah, if there were to be a new freehold So it will be freehold with terms and conditions. This is called statutory land grant. Okay, so with these the fee simple one is government cannot intervene. Government say, hey, I want your land. You say, no, I don't give you.
So the condo, the land belongs to the developer for the.
Land belongs. Correct.
Is it we're talking about leasehold or freehold again?
Now currently we are talking about.
We're just talking about general.
General.
Okay.
Freehold.
So if you are talking about the freehold with terms and conditions, right? If government say, hey, your raw material in your ground, I'll take back your land. There's no choice.
I want to build something
Yeah.
there with public transport.
Yeah, but you'll be with the terms and conditions, but you will have some royalty, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, so there's just some fun facts for freehold. There's two types of
Well, I
freehold.
always thought freehold means freehold.
Yeah.
So those older properties, normally they got the first.
The first one where is
Fee simple lor. Yeah, those.
fee simple, yeah. Freehold, fee simple, fee simple. Property is developers one or my one?
Okay, if you are looking at now we are at the condo topic, right?
Condo topic.
Yeah, so this one will be by the developer, no?
But
So, but if they sell you the property, you are the shareholders already, ma. Yeah, that's why you have the share values for the property. But they will still put this condo is developed by this developer, lah.
Right.
So that means freehold got two different categories, and then after that got leasehold also.
Correct. Okay, so leasehold versus freehold, right? Which one is better, right? Actually,
Investment.
yeah, investment, right, I would say
Is it always freehold better, no, right?
it's not always freehold better. Yeah, not all properties can buy one. Yeah, not all freehold can buy, not all 99 years can buy one. Yeah, we have to look into the infrastructure, what are the changes in the future, everything lah. This one later we'll go into it. Yeah, so if you look at the statistics, right, freehold and leasehold, right, actually the price, right, it goes in tandem, right. Yeah. So if you are looking to invest, let's say you want to sell in the next 5-7 years, right, I suggest you just go for leasehold because quantum is lower. Rather than you die want to squeeze yourself to buy
Pay a premium price.
pay a premium price. Then at the end of the day, the gain is about the same one. Yeah, but of course leasehold, right, there will be a period where it might drop. Yeah, that's where maybe it reach about 70+ years mark. Yeah, so if you were to buy a new one, right, I think it's still pretty healthy. Yeah, you don't need to overstretch die want this
Barrier
freehold.
of entry lower also.
Right.
Correct. Yeah, so I even tell my clients and my friends also. A lot of people say freehold better. Yeah, but I think it's an older generation
Right.
thing. Yeah, because last time during my parents' generation, properties given is all freehold ma. Yeah, new projects all freehold ma. Until our time, now it's 99 years. So I feel 99 years is okay. I bought 99 years property also. Yeah, so I really think it's okay. It's a norm already.
Right.
Yeah, but maybe in the future, our kids, right, maybe government gives 70 years lease. They will think it's normal, but we feel that 99 is still the best.
Right.
You know, so
perception.
Yeah, correct. So I think it's a generation thing lah. Yeah, so to me, if you want to invest, right, for quick buck, let's say 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, right, yeah, you should go for leasehold, but you must do some research. You must speak to someone that can professional to advise you, which is me. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so in a nutshell, HDB resale versus resale condo. What do you have in summary for our viewers?
I would say it depends on your needs also lah. Yeah, if you really want a family now, yeah, I would say, let's say you have a certain budget lah, and you want the size, everything, you want the size for your family, everything. I think you should go for resale HDB lah. Yeah, I'm thinking about the general, let's say maybe about 800k to 1.5 million budget lah. Yeah, so let's say 800k, I think you can go for HDB resale.
Location, quite good size.
Yeah, correct. So then if you are looking to invest, because to be honest, you're 800k properties now, to be honest, very little lah.
For resale condo.
Yeah, for resale condo. Yeah, so it's pretty little. I mean, there are supply lah. But of course, when you want to invest, you must really look into location. Yeah, whether is it really feasible to buy or not because you have this budget, you just invest lah. We need to do some research also. Yeah, so you want to buy HDB resale or condo? I think there's no right or wrong. It actually depends on your family needs lah. If you really want to settle down for the next 5 years, then slowly upgrade. Yeah, I think that would be good. Your first property will always be two outcomes lah. Number one, it will be a stepping stone for you to invest into a bigger property.
Progressive.
Yeah, or the second option will be a home for you, for your family. Then you slowly see where you can go towards the next one. Yeah, if you are fortunate enough, then it'll be the second option lah. That means you have a family, and this one also gives you a stepping stone for your next property also lah, to upgrade lor.
So knowing the purpose is very, very important.
Yeah, very important. You must
Purpose and budget.
correct, you must think pretty far lah. Cannot just say, okay, I have this budget, let's buy buy first and think later. Yeah, you cannot have this approach when it comes to property. Because you are 买家不是买菜. Yeah, so
buy house, not buy vegetable.
yeah, so we was really sit down, find someone, your consultant yeah, to really plan ahead.
Your consultant.
Yeah, so really must plan ahead. You cannot just say I want to buy. Yeah, there's a lot of emotion in place when it comes to properties. So it's always best to seek professional advice.
Right, so with that, we have come to the end of the second episode of the property series, Resale HDB versus Resale Condo. But once again, those are not financial nor property advice. If you want to take any action, make sure to seek professional help. Okay, so once again, thank you Winston for being here today. And we'll see you in the next episode. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Peace!